Okay, it's been a wee while since we've had a wee chat. Just get a wee update on how your thoughts are on how the season's progressing. There's obviously been a few games since we spoke last.
Yeah.
The league to start with, how do you feel things have gone there?
Again, we're doing alright. We obviously lost 2 games, probably since the last time we spoke, being the Inverkeithing, which it was probably the worst performance of the season. We weren't great that day. And then we lost to Glenrothes in what was probably a close game. But then obviously after that, being Haddington in the derby, which was pleasing about that day, is we weren't great first half. Second half, the boys they got a wee jolt at half time for Dunny and Smalley, and they went out the second half and played with a bit of pride and got through the game just by puffing their chests out and working harder than Haddington, and we got rewards with a fortunate second goal, but overall it was probably deserved, the victory on the day.
Yeah. And then Luncarty just the weekend past there.
Luncarty weekend past, I thought we were excellent on Saturday. I really thought we were excellent. It was back to kind of the Socky and Dundonald type of performance. We moved the ball quickly and we were really hard to play against. We pinned them back for long periods of the game, played in their half, and obviously we'd taken our chances on the day, and it was fully deserved. And what's kind of pleasing again about the scoreline is we were 1-0 down, and I think 3 of the last 4, or it could be 4 of the last 5, I'm not entirely sure, but we've conceded the first goal, and we've had the character to work our way back into the game, and scoring at important times. A couple of games we scored just before half time, which lets us reset and then start the second half how we planned to play the first half. So that's what's pleasing.
As you say, mentally that's great, because I think we said at the end of last season we hadn't done that before until the game.
Yeah.
And we managed to do it. So you can see that mentality has obviously continued on this season.
Yeah, that's it. And I think you're right. I think the Camelot game was the only time that we came from behind and actually won. So you're spot on. Although the group's not changed massively. There's a couple of changes. But there's I want to say a winning mentality.
Yes.
If you look over the last probably 16 months, we've won more games, than we've lost, and players get used to winning, and they want to strive to win the next one, and it's good, pleasing.
And you've had to use the squad to its fullest, various holidays and injuries and the like. Do you feel that it's beginning to get more settled again? Do you think that's a contributing factor to how we're playing?
Probably not. Michael Barfoot was a massive part to how we started the season. Michael Barfoot picked up an injury in the Glenrothes game, and he's not played since, and we've went on and won, I think every game after that. So, probably not, but the team has changed, and we've got good players in every position, multiple players in every position, and it's so strong for the depth of the squad, and we've got to use it. That's why we've got 22 signed players. There's still holidays coming up this month and next month, and I need to utilise the squad the best that I can and keep that kind of winning mentality, hopefully.
And we've had a couple of significant injuries to Johnny and Gregor as well, so any update on how they're progressing, timelines for expecting them back?
Well, both of them have had an operation. Johnny was going in for a keyhole surgery, a tidy up, but once they opened up his knee, it was more damage than they expected. So he's ended up with a full operation and cut his knee open. So I'm probably not expecting to see Johnny for 3 months. And Goldie, likewise, he had to get an operation yesterday. The significance of the injury, the specialist seen it on Tuesday afternoon, and they called him in for the operation Wednesday morning. So it just shows you that it was an important operation to get. So he's got it now. His foot's been pinned, and he's been told that he'll not do nothing for 3 months. So again, 3 months will be light training, and then back to game stuff. So you know, you're probably talking February before we kind of get both of them back playing.
And you had arranged a couple of friendlies recently, which has allowed you to get some of the under-20s obviously to come in. How you found those guys, you know, in the parts they've played in the games?
They've done great. You know, they've done similar to what Gregor done last year. They've kind of stepped up. We're just trying to push them that wee bit and take them out of their comfort zone and get them ready for the first team eventually. So dropping them in and out. You know, Leo's featured a couple of times. Daniel Hall's featured more than once, and just getting them, you know, ready for when they have to step in full time, because it'll come to a time that they have to, unless they move clubs obviously. But they'll it's just small steps and getting them involved. And Tuesday night there, you know, we played a 16-year-old, you know, which is great. You know, it's great to see young Thomas Allen, who's done really well for the 20s, highly recommended. He's got a good background, and he come in and didn't look at your place in a first team game. So that's pleasing, and it's I'm really focused on making a connection between, you know, 20s to first team, and I think the club needs to go that way to keep the community involved, and it's working alright.
So looking ahead in the league, we play Broxburn, we've started the season brilliantly, so top of the table just now. Big challenge for the squad, but I'm sure one that they can rise to.
You know, we've spoken about this millions of times, that when we're playing Broxburns and Musselburghs and the teams at the top of the table, the games don't worry me. You know, they really don't worry me. We've got a squad of players there who will go and not be fazed by that. You know, they relish that challenge of playing somebody at the top of the league, or you know, they want to prove that they're as good as these players. And it's a game I'm really looking forward to, actually. You know, I think even in the grand scheme of things, winning on Saturday puts us right in the mix. You know, it puts us right in amongst the let's call them the league favourites. You know, Broxburn, Musselburgh, Jeanfields. A victory on Saturday puts us right in amongst them, and people have to be looking at us and you know, they'll not be confident to come into Dunbar to play Dunbar. You know, we'll always provide a difficult game, hopefully. So.
Moving away from the league, we've had a couple of cup games as well, different competitions. We were victorious away to Peebles and Oakley as well. I know we've spoken previously about you feel that cups are things that we maybe should be trying to progress further, and you pleased where we are. And
no, we're still in them also. You know, that's the main part. Again, we've probably not played particularly well in them. You know, I think People's game, they weren't great, but we've done enough to get through, and the most important bit has been in the hat for the next round. So being in them is paramount, and that's the focus really. And like you say, we want to progress, we want to be reaching, you know, serious stages of the competition, and trying to drive that bit of success. So no, pleasing that where we are. The Scottish Cup's been great. You know, the rounds that we've played there, we've beaten a team in the league above us, in the Lowland League. So it's, you know, we're standing up for the cup ties as well. So
and the South Challenge Cup, so the great thing about that is you're out with your East of Scotland sides, depending on the draw. So we're heading west to play St Anthony's weekend Saturday. You know much about them before we drew them, or?
Nah, not really. Not really. As usual, you know, I've got my reports, I've got my information that I need about them, and probably the oddest thing is a team in the middle of Govan playing in green and white. So that's it is something different, you know, and that's what makes the cup tie special. You know, it's something that's out of the ordinary. You know, I'll sit here right now and say it's another winnable tie. You know, that's me. I'm not being confident, I'm not being cocky, it's one that I feel that we can progress in again, with the players that I've got and for the reports that I've had, and it's one that we'll go and win. You know, we're not going to treat it like a friendly and change players, and we'll go out with the mindset that a winning team will go in that park and get the result that we need.
We'll touch on the East Fife tie in a couple of weeks' time when we chat then, but it's a massive day for the club. You've spoken previously about wanting to get a league club to come here, so it's going to be a great occasion.
It is, and it's another one that the community will get behind. The reason, other than my personal reasons for that type of tie, it's a reward for the committee. It's a reward for the committee before our committee. The people that put in the hard work and raise money for the licensing and submitted forms and countless hours. It's a reward for these guys. Stating the obvious, it's going to generate a bit of income for the club. But that's not the most important bit. It's the personal side that I like about it. We've never played a senior club or a league club in a competition, and like I say, it's just good for the town. It's good for everybody that's connected to the club.
Just finally, on a personal level, you're doing some fundraising this month, where you're going to be running 50 miles this month. How is that going?
It's alright. It's been alright. It was a bit of toil yesterday. I could feel my groin getting a wee bit achy. But no, again, that was a personal challenge where, if I didn't challenge myself, I'd be sitting on the couch eating. So it was just to get out and try and do something and have a bit of structure that's going to make me get out the door on a cold, rainy night.
Yeah.
But no, I'm enjoying that, and I think I'm over £600 raised for prostate cancer. So that's probably what's more important than my challenge, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, wish you all the best. Fantastic cause to support. So all the best for that, and also the best for Saturday.
Thank you.